So welcome back everyone and happy 4th of July. What could be more American on this special day than taking your family fishing and barbecuing? So today we will be looking at, without a doubt, the most requested item on Amazon, the pocket fishing pole. Now, I'm wondering if this video series shouldn't be changed to the cheapest to the weirdest, because this is a very strange little item. And at $8, I thought, well, I'll order it and placate the subscribers and we'll take a look at it, at least have a laugh, right? So inside of this is actually a telescoping fishing pole. and I'm surprised. It's a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. It's a fiberglass with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections or so, but it gets worse than that, or maybe better, depending on how you look at it. It comes with a little teeny tiny bait casting reel. Look, and you can get it whatever color you want to. Look at that. So this hooks on here, and of course I will be configuring mine in left-handed mode because, well, did you know fishing was a huge part of my life for a long time. I was really, really into it for years and years and years out of high school. And this region specific where we live, we use left-handed fishing reels. You ask any manufacturer, they'll tell you that almost all of the left-handed fishing reels manufactured are sent to Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington, in this area. We always use them. It's just a strange regional thing, and it makes sense because when you're casting, you cast with your dominant hand, and you reel with your left hand. Set the hook with your right hand. It just makes sense. I don't know why more people don't do it, but there it is. There is the pocket fishing pole combo. Let's put it on the tabletop. We'll take a closer look. They'll put some line on it and see if it'll even cast. I have my doubts, but we'll find out today. Pocket fishing pole. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have it's actually pretty nice aluminum. It looks like a giant pin, doesn't it? Got a place for your pocket. I don't know who's going to have a pocket big enough to put that in, but imagine there's someone out there. You take the lid off and you can see, of course, we have just your basic. I mean, these telescoping fishing rods have been around a long time. They actually work. Are they? Looks like we even have, I don't know if these are ceramic lined eyes. Of course, you know, the good fishing rods would have a ceramic insert on there. They could be plastic. I don't know, but they definitely do have an insert, so that will help keep the line from nicking. And they do lock up pretty securely when you do get them extended. So here, of course, this is the most important part, is the connection to the reel. You know, that's not bad either. So looks like you can work this left-handed or right-handed, and then this little set screw tightens down very securely and actually fits pretty good. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Once it's in place, it does lock up and it is completely solid. Now the reel, let's take a look at the reel. So the reel, again, remember, we're talking $8 here, guys. I mean, so we don't know what we have. I don't know if we should have very high expectations, but it's, you know, it's not that bad. It is plastic. Of course, it's plastic there with a metal base on it, but it seems to be reasonably secure. And a couple things that are interesting is that there's actually a drag system on this. No, it's not super sophisticated, but there actually is 2 drag systems on this. Now, when I first started fishing for salmon, I bought an old reel from the 30s, and it didn't have a drag on it. It was a direct drive. They actually called them knuckle busters, and I bought it because I saw the older fishermen using a bait casting or a casting reel, and I thought I needed to have one of those, and you know, being, what was I, 13, 14, that's all the money that I had. What I found out very quickly was that is a very difficult reel to fish with, because not having a drag when you're hooking 30 and 40 pound fish, well, they want to run. They don't want to be reeled in, and the only thing stopping them from running is you pressing on the line with your thumb, which gives you a terrible burn. Finally, I got a piece of leather and put it on there where I could push on the leather, and then the handle goes around at 1,000,000 miles an hour while the fish is stripping line, busting your knuckles. So that's where that comes from. Now this, of course, we're not catching 40-pound fish with, but we could possibly catch a small lake trout. But what they have here is they actually have this little push button is a form of a drag system. It's essentially what I used to do with the leather strip, but the harder I press, I can control the drag system. There's no freewheel. Of course, the handle is going to be spinning if you have a fish that's taking line out, but there you go. There's even this on the side. Now, in some reels, this was kind of an anti-backlash type of a deal when you were casting, so it didn't overspin and give you a bird's nest. But this could be used as a drag as well. You can simply tighten that right there, and it does put friction on the line. or on the spool. So very primitive at best, but you know, there you have it. It is there. We have metal nuts. We have a metal handle. You know, it's it's really not that bad. The only thing I can't figure out is I don't know what this thing is right here. But that's it. So take it for what it's worth. Let's put it on the, let's put some line on it. We'll put some, I don't know how much we're going to get on there, maybe 15, 20 yards, but we'll see. And then we'll see, will it cast? So we're ready to put the line on here. So what I'm going to use, I'm just going to use some 13-pound fly fishing, some Cortland fly fishing leader, because it's very, very small diameter. I can get more on there, and we will see how much we get. Okay, so obviously it's kind of a direct drive, and there's no guide, so I have to kind of guide this on here to make sure that there's no level wind, excuse me. Level wind is a little apparatus that makes it go on, the line go on consistently. I'm getting quite a bit of line on there. So that held quite a bit more line than I was expecting. I got to about 25 yards of 13-pound test fly line leader right there, and probably room for double that, maybe 60% more. So on the end here, for a casting test, I have just a kind of a weighted copper spoon right here, something that would be just typical that you would cast for trout or small, whatever you're fishing for. Let's take it out and see, can we even cast this crazy thing? To be honest, I'm not super optimistic about the ability of the pocket fishing pole to cast. Now this is a reasonably heavy spoon. It's solid copper. I mean, you're not going to want to cast anything much bigger than this on a pocket fishing pole. I just don't think that the reel is precise enough. We can try, but let's see what happens here. Yeah, as I expected. Being that there's no free spool on it, I used to be able to cast knuckle busters, but that was using an ounce and a half of weight. And it's just not possible. And look at that, I'm all tangled up now. That's not good. Even if I reel it to the end, try to give myself every advantage. If I go overhead, nope, no good. I've caught a weed. I go side hand, kind of the flicker, no. As far as I can get it out is about 2 feet or so. It is not suitable for casting. Therefore, it's not really suitable for fishing, because what good is it? Unless you have it in a boat and you let it out for trolling, but are you going to take a pocket fishing pole in a boat? So I'd have to say that the fishing pole itself isn't too bad, but the reel is useless. So there you go. You asked for it. You got it. The pocket fishing guide, pocket fishing pole, I would say as a whole is a big thumbs down. Send me your crazy ideas for weird Amazon things. I'm happy to review them. I'll bring my no-nonsense style to bear on the products that you're curious about. Don't forget to click the thumbs up. And I've got a couple special videos for you here, testing the ultimate survival tool and the survival knife. You're not going to want to miss those. You might be surprised. Thanks for watching.